west of the Hungary ring, infamous for its tight, narrow corners that force the drivers to constantly be on top form. No doubt, we're in for a great race here today. The Hungary ring, it's like Monaco without the boats. 14 corners, 6 to the left and 8 to the right, and some very tricky corners to deal with. These rainy conditions out there aren't going to help either, so it's very likely we'll see a safety car or two during today's race.
Thank you very much for that, Crofty. And welcome to FlatOutRacing League Season 19 Round 10 at Hungary. And we got 5 lights and away we go. There was no formation lap or whatsoever, so we sat there doing the car setup like that, and then all of a sudden, boom, from racing. So sorry for we haven't got the proper setup at the start there for you, but as we do, we bring you lap 1 as we take it easy into turn 1 at the Hungary ring. Chaos, bit of chaos, and I think it's Max that caused all that there. It was Max on the outside. Deadly Jason sneaked up on the inside. And there we are, ladies and gentlemen. I think we went from P19th to P13th in one corner. We try and go. I was trying to think of going down the inside of Deadly Jason there, but the man was leaving no room for me there like that, so I had to back out of it there. I was thinking about putting it up on the inside, but just getting a bit of wheel spin there. I couldn't get the power down, so I couldn't get the grip, so I couldn't get him up on the inside there. A bit squirmish, a bit squeamish, so I'm thinking about the inside here. And a bit late, we did make contact, but there was no damage on mine, and I think no damage on his. Unless the game counts that minute damage where it takes like shark bites out of the side, out of the floor, out the front wing and stuff like that. But we haven't gone into photo mode to find out any of that, as I brake a little bit too deep. And we have JJ right behind me, and I brake, yeah, it's just my braking is not so good. And you can see the back of the car sliding there, just in the slow corners. That corner in, like the first corner, and that corner was I just couldn't get the car to fucking stick down. So we have now Oggy behind me and Max right behind him. I didn't know if I was braking too early into corners as well. Like first time running in the wets, probably for some other people as well. We've got Mass to our right hand side. He may have got on the curb, may have had a scuffle with someone up front, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, it's just like that. It's just I braked too early. It was first time in the wet, so I'm thinking I can brake a little bit later than that, and I fucked that up there. Way fucked that up there. Yeah, I adjusted some of the tyre pressures in the car and like turned them down for the rain and stuff like that. That's why I was late on the fucking get-go, and so we had a skip there, ladies and gentlemen. Me talking about all the bullshit and not actually getting onto the race. So we got JJ making a move on Deadly Jason, and Max made a move on Oggy behind me. So we're just in this little bit of a stalemate here. I think JJ is faster than Deadly. Deadly is just a little bit faster than me on some occasions, on some laps, but then Max is just actually faster at this point than me, so he's catching gradually, and now we're on lap 6, and just, yeah, I just couldn't get the power down on the car. So I had a look back there, he's still to the outside. I've got to give him the room like around the outside just in case he misses the brake and route like that, but he's trying to swing it all the way around the outside. I think he's on my right somewhere. I can't go to the corner in case I cut off his front thing, so I'll look back to see where he is, and I'm on the grass on that side, and I'm thinking, do I go too into this corner? I'm thinking, do we fuck, man, because he's going to fuck it. I'll fuck it up there, me. But yeah, so we've lost the position to Max. See, I got great drive off there then, like that, from 3rd to 4th upwards. I got great drive, but every other time I just couldn't get the drive. Just a little bit more practice in the rain from good old Sambo, and you know, we might be a little bit better. Probably shouldn't have adjusted the car setup a little bit too much, actually. Soften the suspension up and bullshit like that. Like, but anyway, we're trying to chase Max down. We're still in P13, lap 6. We got a good spread of the field now, and we're just like I said, it's just that corner there. You see it just kick off over, stay like fuck. Alright, we're gonna give you a skip because you don't want to see me drive down the straight. And now Mass from his slip up from before, yeah, and I cut that corner again. I didn't mean to. I was too far wide on the right hand side. and I cut that one. Like, yeah, I've got penalties. Yeah, the back of the car wouldn't stop fucking pushing me forward. I tried to turn like that, but the car wouldn't turn. It just carried on going, so I had to turn again, and it just carried on pushing me forward. God knows, probably too fast into the corner, like. But yeah, I couldn't figure it out because it just worked, like, for some reason, and then all of a sudden the car didn't work, and then it worked. So I'm boxing this lap because I'm falling like a brick compared to most people. So I got Dino next door and Fuller behind me. So we're going to put it into the pits. We shouldn't even be into the pits by now, but we're going to try and undercut a few people here. Could have nailed that pit stop a little bit better. And we have Augie and Woods VR. And I put it down this first by accident. I've done that a few times in this race. I accidentally changed gear when I didn't mean to. So we have Augie and Woods VR fighting it out, and we have TT, the TARDIS, behind me. He got caught in the gaggle of cars at the front when Max actually took like 3 cars out. So we have Woods trying to go down the inside of Augie, but Augie defending it off beautifully. So we have skipped it off forward down past that big straight, and there, boom, with fresh tyres, I get the power, I get the grip that I need, like. So I'll go around the outside of Woods, thinking about going around the outside of Augie as well. I may have made contact with Woods there. Might not have left him enough room. I'm not too sure. I did hear the clunk on the car, the bang, but he didn't mention anything in the messages exceeding track limits. If you've not guessed already, ladies and gentlemen, I do accumulate quite a few penalties in this race. But I'm guessing a few other people have done that as well, but we'll see that when we get to the timing screens at the end of the race, like that. But for now, we're on lap 14 out of 35. We are P16. We have made a stop though. Struggling. You can see where Augie's like, yeah, he's not got the grip here and he's not got the grip there. So I put it in to overtake. He goes like half-ass defensive. Thought, can I dive bomb him there? No, because he gets on the brakes a little bit later than what I do. Still trying to figure it out. Like, I know by lap 14 I should have figured it out by now. Like, but it just felt a bit dodgy going that deep into the braking in the wets. But oh, you could have done it. So Augie's out wide a bit there. Looks like he's going for the long way around now, going up the shorter way. Put it into overtake. Rich for lap 15. P15. See, I just brake like after the 100-meter board there, like, and it was like it just felt like so fucking like, no, I should be braking earlier. So we did get past Augie with no fuss, no foul. We have my teammate Fuller, who was just pitted on the lap before, and he is faster than me. So I wanted him to go up on the inside really, but the car just kicked out on the oversteer, so I let him go through. I wanted him to go through, but yeah, the car just fucking oversteered anyway. So yeah, I was going to let him go through, but I didn't want that much of a gap, because if you look to my right hand side now, these are the people that I wanted to be beating. There he is, JJ. You can see I've caught the ground up because Deadly Jason is right behind me, and JJ was a good few car lengths in front of him like that. So he's just out the pits, a bit squirmish on the fucking new fresher Vinters. Kind of think I'll try and go around the outside like I did to Woods and like that, but no. JJ holds his position off lovely. I was going to put a skip forward now onto lap 18, flashing onto 19. And a safety car because Bullet Boy left the session, so it pulls out a safety car. Yeah, and Dino, I had to stop for my delta time, like, and it said Dino was out the race at top there on the safety car thing. Yeah, I had to slow down for the delta, that was all. And as you can see, Bullet Boy left there like that. So now we're on a green flag, we're back onto racing fucking conditions. So we have dropped Dino a little bit, but for lying right behind JJ. And just, yeah, I know I put the power bit too early, I touched the accelerator too early, so that gives Dino the opportunity as the car just slid out wide. So yeah, Dino was slow, like he was like super slow like that, but yeah, he messaged in the message last night. I didn't want to say out there, just let people watch it and stuff like that. He messaged like that, saying sorry for being slow like that, but at the end of the day, it was my fault, man. It's the car in front. Whether he's slow or not, I should be reacting to what he's doing. It's not his fault that the driver behind crashes into him, is it? And they got on the big curve, so it was like I knew he weren't going fast through that corner. It was like it was. I couldn't slow down, like. And I seen him slow on the right hander. That's why I was a bit hesitant for putting on the overtake mode and going up on the inside of him. And then Zoggy's made his way off there, boom. So we're lap 25, P16. We're at the arse end of nowhere. Listen for Oggy. Good lad. Didn't even hear his foot off that accelerator into that wall then. I seen he's give up by now, like. It's unfortunate, like, you can carry on like that. There's points to be played at. So we are on lap 32 like that. We are catching Woods, which is right there. He's crashed. So we are chasing my teammate Fuller and TT down. We're on lap 35 out of 35. FlatOutRacing League, season 19, round 10 at the Hungary ring. We are 14 seconds, maybe 18 seconds or something like that behind TT and Deadly Jason actually. So Fuller did get through him. And as you can see there, Cully, this the FlatOutRacing League season 18 champion, with on the last lap has crashed out. That's not going to do good for the points. As Richmond in the Mercedes AMG Petronas finishes first, and as we're still trying to tantalisingly edge it round to bring up the good old rear. There's not much more to be said into this, ladies and gentlemen, except Goldmasters needs to sort out the safety car thing, because I'm thinking it's every time someone leaves or whatever, it's either a safety car or a virtual safety car immediately. I think that needs to be sorted out, man. It happened in the last game where it was constant and then it was never coming out, and then it was like every other so often. So yeah, I think that needs to be sorted out in the game. Loving the black livery on the Mercedes, about time. It's a class colour for Mercedes. And as we round the final corner of FlatOutRacing League at the Hungary ring, there's not much more to say. That we'll find out who's our driver of the day. It goes to, drumroll, Max. Well done, Max. And this, we don't need to see that on the podium. We really do not need to see that. So anyway, it was Indian Jesus, Richmond and Warren. So with the penalties that Richmond had, put him down into second place. Everyone had penalties bar one man. That was Raphael, which I reckon he should get the fastest lap. Anyway, like, follow, subscribe, and you know me, I'm Tambo First Blood, and I'm out here, y'all. Peace.